Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. A true welcome back for some Friday Night Frostpunk. We were off of Friday Night Frostpunk for a week, so it's been like 2 weeks since we've done one. So, hello, 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 friends. Why does it look so dark in my room? I don't know, I guess that's okay. Hey, first and foremost, let's make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Hey, first and foremost, make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Okay. All right, yeah, we're back. Hey, Jack. It is getting frosty in here. Frosty in July, right? Right. Good to see you, friend. As always. As always. All right. Well, let's get started on this, huh? It's been some time. So, we are... Oh! Hello, Jacob Austin. Thank you for the subscribe, my friend. Welcome in. Whoa. That music flourished right in my ear. Friday Night Frostpunk time. Let's do this. Every Friday Night Frostpunk, I start the stream with such optimism and hope. Because every week I truly believe this is the week. I've got it figured out now. And strangely, the run fails at the actual end of the stream. I don't know why it works out that way, but this week I've got it figured out. So we're going to the Windswept Peaks here. We're going to the Windswept Peaks, right? Hold on here. Let me pull something up. All right. So, as usual, I'm not going down from Stewart. I refuse to. And after this weekend, we should have a Discord, everyone. Yes! Jack is setting up the ham cord, which, by the way, is an awesome name Jack came up with. I love it. I love it. I got such a chuckle when I saw that. So our friend Jack here is setting up the Discord. We're going to have a cool old little Discord to keep us all connected. Thank you very much for that, by the way. That's really cool. I looked at what you had set up there and truly amazed by it. It looks awesome. Thank you. So, yeah, we'll have that to, like, throw all of our thoughts and gripes about the games throughout the week. So we are doing Stewart. I refuse to move down from that. We're going to do the Metropolis because I am going to get this Beacon of Hope. So, we have our game plan set. Hey, Kevin, welcome back, friend. Welcome back. Yeah, nice chill vanilla run. No pun intended. That's right. Yeah, after doing that very cool mod that we did last Friday Night Frostpunk 2 weeks ago, we're returning to the vanilla version here to see if we can finally get this damn Beacon of Hope. It is like, it's my holy grail here. I think it's going to be awesome just for chatting in. Yeah, chatting about games, man. Especially chatting about, like, grand strategy games. I would love that. As somebody who knows nobody... I have nobody in my life who likes games like that. So I need to chat with people about it. What is the run going to be about today? Okay. So we're going to create the Metropolis. Our game plan, because in the past we've rarely ever set up game plans, right? Hold on. I do feel like it is worth pointing out. So... we didn't have Friday Night Frostpunk last week because it was my birthday, and my wife got me a cool new keyboard and mouse, and I feel like it is worth seeing what this keyboard and mouse is doing with the game. Look at this. It does this until you load the game, until you get into the game. It's been doing this since I started the game up. I love it. Oh man, the little things in life, you know? And of course, all the work I did to set my camera up, I just undid. Where do I put it? There we go. Oh, now you can really see everything in there. Where did I... I should do a little marker. This is the stuff streams are made of. This, like, right here. I guess that's good. Oh, there we go. I think this is where I was. Yeah, that is pretty cool, right? So far, it doesn't do anything for Victoria 3. So I haven't seen anything like this. Frostpunk 2 is really well connected. Oh, your keyboard does that too? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know keyboards could do such a thing. I mean, I knew it had fancy lights and stuff, but I didn't know they connect to the game. All right, so where was my thing here? So we are going to lean into the Proteans in this one. So we need hold on, let me pull up. Let's see. My little cheat sheet here. I created. I'm so determined to get this. I created a little cheat sheet for myself. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Yes. So we want. There that we go. The Proteans. So we need adaptation, merit, and reason, which is why we're going to do foragers and machinists, because we're going to be leaning into the machinists. Yeah, mine only does it on certain games as well, not on any Paradox. I know Paradox is like too cool for school on that one. See, we have fancy lights, which means Frostpunk will be beaten today. Yeah, that's true. This is a good omen, right? Tonight is the night. Now it will be beaten. Any idea for how you're going to build the districts with regards to hubs and warmth proximity? Or are you going to wing it? I have an initial build plan set up. I have the initial setup, and then after that, we're pretty much going to go. You're going to wing it, for lack of a better term, after that. But I have an initial build plan set up. So I think we're good here. I think we're good. Let's do this. We are ready. We are ready, my friends. Tonight is the night. Stuart. Okay, there we go. In a forgotten corner of the Frostland, 3 separate peoples found an unclaimed generator and made it their common home. The foragers, natural survivalists adapted to the harsh Frostland conditions. The machinists, who we're leaning into, descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. And then our mystery one, the merchants, traders, and shopkeepers skilled in enterprise and bold ventures. So, together they chose you to lead their city, their dream to develop a sprawling metropolis in this place, a safe haven for all humanity. Translation: we have a plan that will go to shit, and we will wing it. Yeah, you got me on that one. That's probably how this will go. It is Frostpunk after all. That's how you do that. Okay, so let's pause. Let's get our initial build set up. Oh, and the last time we were doing Friday Night Frostpunk, I wasn't in my normal streaming location, so we couldn't do viewer voting. But now I'm in my regular location, so anybody on Twitch, you can vote on the laws tonight. All right. So let's. Okay, so remind me, what are the machinists lean into? Merit. That's right. Merit. Which is good for us. So we got merit from the machinists, and we got progress. Wait, we got progress from the machinists. Oh no, sorry, I was wrong. We're leaning into the foragers, because they're the ones with adaptation. So we're leaning into the foragers and the merchants on this one, and then we just got to go for reason, and we'll get our Proteans, because the Proteans will help us cure the sick, which always kills us in every single one of these runs, because we get so many sick people from the beacon of hope. So first things first, let's build our initial housing districts. We'll do this. I guess we don't need a full-on L there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can expand the 1, 2, and 3 right there. Oh, actually, no, perfect. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start off with 4, but we're only going to expand 3 of them. 2, 3, 4. Well, okay, yeah, we'll do that. The usual map as well, I think. Yes. I can do this. I feel like this is a good map for the Beacon of Hope. I have faith in it. I know I do this map a lot, but I also have been trying to get the Beacon of Hope for a very long time. And so I think tonight is the night. I'm very, I was going to say committed. I'm always committed. I have a lot of faith in tonight's run and this map. All right, we're going to do one more housing district. This will be the one we don't expand at the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Next, let's frost break some stuff. Oh, actually, no. So we can get... We got to get the prefabs. We don't want to go too far in here, so we'll do that. Now we're going to frost break. Oh, our coal's... Oh, that's right. Okay, so we got the map variant where the coal's down here. There we go. That'll be a good district right there. Let's frost break to these materials. Perfect, perfect. And then frost break to the food. Right. You know, I should have built... I already made a mistake. I forgot. Part of what I wanted to do this run is build... I want to connect the housing districts to the food to spread the warmth. So, actually, we're going to redo our housing. Luckily, we didn't unpause. But the food is out this way. So we're going to do... And then... 1, 2, 3 right there. We're going to build... another housing district right here. We're going to extend out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're going to use 1, 2, 3. And then... and then I'll wait till we extend this one. I really want to connect housing districts to food. This game's so easy when all the citizens aren't complaining. Yeah, seriously. It's kind of like having kids. It's so easy when they're not complaining. Okay. So we've got our unpause. And actually, we're going to go out to the Frostland sooner rather than later. Oh, and we're going to build our council hall. Now, here, so I don't normally build housing districts like this. So I think this is one of the things I've been slacking on, is the food districts can connect to the housing districts, and you can kind of spread the warmth that way. So we're going to try to lean into that as best we can. All right. We also have a Frostpunk channel. I saw that. I love that you added that. Like, it's very thorough. I love that. So we got Frostpunk on there. We got Victoria 3. We can add some Civ on there. We're doing some Civ runs now. We got our first... this thing here. See, I think that kind of thing is very cool for grand strategy games too, because we can share map layouts and strategies and stuff like that. All right, so first thing is we're gonna go for this, get us some forager stuff. So we're gonna go foraged additives. So now open up to anybody on Twitch. Anybody on Twitch who wants to vote. And yeah, Victoria 3 is the main section. Yeah, because that's, I mean, that's the thing we play the most here, right? So it makes sense. Then we can add channels for the frequent games. Yeah. I think we're gonna let this one ride. We have 33-4, 40 hesitant. I think we can get this without making any promises. So, anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. We're about to take it to a vote. Going once, going twice. There we go. All right. Oof. By 2 votes. By 2 votes. Yeah, and then any of the tutorial videos I make, I can upload them, or I could link to them there to keep it all in like a central location if somebody's not on the YouTubes. There we go. So now we're going to have a food district sitting right on this one right here. I go to Twitch to vote, but then I have to get at, yeah, YouTube Premium is too good to... Oh, yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, you gotta stay there. You gotta stay there. It's interesting that they don't have this set up, they don't have the voting thing set up with YouTube, since YouTube is really trying to make a push here for being like a game streaming platform. Although, I guess Twitch maybe lets you connect to it better, right? Because with Twitch, you have the whole, like, what do you call it, like, extensions onto your stream and all that, whereas I don't think YouTube wants to allow people connecting into their video format. I will set up a system in the Discord where people can opt into a role, which will be automatically pinged when you upload or start a stream. Oh, very cool. See, that's the thing. I love how much you know about Discord, whereas, like, I'm still getting the hang. I mean, I use Discord as like a participant on streams, but I've never really used all the bells and whistles on it. All right, what are we missing for this? Oh, 50 heat stamps. Let's get our 50 heat stamps. All right, so this district is done. So let's build our last housing. So when we get to 40, we'll build it out here around the food district. I think it's a really great way for a community to interact with each other. Yeah, yeah. I love that. One thing I'm actually kind of looking forward to as well is, like, if I have a change to my streaming schedule, it seems like a good way to get that information out there. Like, really, the only way right now I have is to just show it canceled on my Twitch schedule and not have it as a future stream on YouTube. Shorts are a great way to get new viewers. Discord is a great way to get them into the community. Ah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, YouTube Shorts have helped me quite a bit at the beginning of this whole adventure. Let's get to our 40. There we go. We're going to have to... We'll do that. And then we'll expand this one when we get to 50 heat stamps. Especially for your tutorial videos, people can pop into the Discord for any help. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool, because I find people sometimes ask for help in the comments of the YouTube video, and I found that YouTube, like, it alerts me when somebody writes an initial comment, but when somebody responds to a comment, it doesn't tell me, so sometimes it's hard to see those responses. Alright. I would like to do the City Development Fund here. named after our mod last week. Well, maybe our mod's named after that one, but very aptly named. Here we go. Because I could use the extra prefabs. Oh, yeah, no. See, yeah, I'm getting things mixed up because our run last week with the mod, I wanted to lean into the machinists. So no, this is not something I want to do. Equality. No, we want to lean into merit. Oh, we want to lean into merit. So we are going to go with just pretty much the best law here. Paid essentials. So we'll go with this one. Oh, hold on. Before I negotiate. Alright, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, you can do it. 31 with 57 hesitant. We can probably let this run, but maybe we probably can negotiate with the foragers for something we're going to do anyway. Or maybe not. It's hard to give advice in the comments. Notifications are so bad for YouTube. Yeah, they're very bad for it, I've come to find. Even as a viewer, I sometimes don't get a notification when you reply to a comment. Yeah. It's not great. It's not great. Though I do get a notification every time someone writes an initial comment. So I do have that. Heat Pipe Watch mixes well with heat auctions. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, warm housing districts generate heat stamps, so we can do this. And it's a step towards merit. So yeah, we're going to want to do that anyway, so let's do that. All right, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. All right, let's go. I'm just loving this, like, keyboard, like, light thing it's doing. It's now adding in, like, a little red thing going around. All right. All right, it passed. Focus, hand cuts, focus. So we got that. Let's get to 50 heat stamps. Let's expand. All right, so, oh. There we go. Oh, we actually, hold on. We don't need that. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good there, so we'll expand this. We'll keep this open for a new food district. And then I want to get... Oh, what am I doing? I started this off on a really bad foot. How could I forget? I didn't create a damn coal district. How could I be so stupid? Yeah, no research yet. Because this one, unlike the mod, you don't start off with as many resources to build with. Hold on. I kind of messed up the beginning here. Okay, I'm making an executive decision. No. We're restarted. I've totally messed this up. We are I want to go for the coal much earlier. I can't believe I forgot about such a thing. Okay. We're doing this again. Same setup. I can't believe I did that. I gotta get on my game here. Gotta get on my game. Alright. Now we start. Yeah, no research. Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed so quickly with the mod was you had so many resources to build with at the beginning, but it's deceiving because you also have a lot of resources that you need for maintenance. So you can't. You're so tempted to go build quickly at the beginning, but then you gotta keep it within reason. Yeah, blame it on the keyboard. It is kind of the keyboard. I keep I think this is the first game that has utilized the new little features, so I'm like, ooh. Okay. Focus. All right, so let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the regular version of the map here. So we're gonna get our coal there. Yeah. this is why I built the initial housing districts out here, because most times the food, oops, is out this way. So we're going to build food that way. And then we'll have to frost break this again. I think we can, yeah, we can just build our district here. All right, our initial housing districts. And then we're gonna, yeah, and so we'll put the next district out there. Our next housing district. I want to get the temperature thing for this one. And then we're going to connect the other one here. So this one I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So we'll build this district like this. And then we need a fourth that we're not going to initially expand. Yeah, those prefabs are life. Probably going to be rebalanced a bit more though. Still very beta. Yeah, the prefabs thing I found playing on that on the mod was quite intense. Alright, we're ready to unpause for this one. Another mod you might want to check out sometime is Political Overhaul. It's more like vanilla, but with extra laws and law categories. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. I will check that one out. I really do like the law system they set up here. The voting and the way you have to negotiate with various factions. I really enjoy that. So anything that expands on that is nice. All right. So, excellent. Oh, the council gathers for the first time, so we'll do that first. You gave me a good idea for the Discord. I will set up a mod. Yeah, a mod suggestion. I would love that because I always forget like the mods that people suggest. So yeah, like a channel where people can just drop mod ideas in for various games, and then when you're playing a game, you're like, oh yeah, what were the mods for this one that people suggested? Because man, when you go to the workshop on Steam, sometimes it's just like it's overwhelming how many options there are. Oh, you know, hold on. I didn't... Okay, well, anybody who wants to vote on Twitch, here you go. So, I think we're going to let this one ride. 33, 4, 40 hesitant. I don't want to make a promise at the very beginning. Alright, so, for Twitch, if you want to vote, going once, going twice. Here we go. I realized I started the restart so quickly, I didn't look at what the other faction was that we got. That passed by one. Oh, the Lords. The Lords. What are they about again? Tradition. That is actually going to... not be good for us. Great. So, this wasn't a great restart in terms of factions. Wasn't great in terms of factions, but that's okay. Yeah, by one vote, right? All right, let's not make the same mistake twice. Let's get this thing up and running, and then we go 1, 2, 3, yeah. Let's frost break out that way. All right, let's get some Monies. Oh, Did I? Oh, I did build it. Okay, good. Alright, let's extend this. Oh no, food district. Let's get our food district up and running. Alright, we are going to have to Frostbreak again. Let's collect money from you guys. And let's build out this way. Alright. So that'll cover us for people. Now we need to finish Frostbreaking out here. Alright, good. Alright, so I'm kind of okay with what we got going on here. Can we continue to Frostbreak? So once this is done Frostbreaking, we'll make our logistics bay. So let's get this stuff done. Alright, so we're good on housing. Now, we need 150 prefabs. Yeah, let's not slack on this. Get more of that going, because we're about to have the temperature go down. How's your day been, anyway? Any plans for the weekend? Ah, thank you for asking. It was actually a pretty good day. I got the editing done on that tutorial video yesterday, and I really wanted to get it done because it meant I kind of had today off. I planned to just take today off and have it be a day where I actually play games for fun, but lo and behold, I ended up just falling into trying to plan the next tutorial video. So I spent most of the day doing that, though I did play some games for fun. I've been getting into The Altars, so I've been playing that. The Altars has proven to be a fantastic game. For the weekend, the kids are at my parents' house for the weekend because tomorrow me and my wife got to, like, take a bunch of furniture apart and put a bunch of new furniture together. So that's pretty much my weekend. How about you? I hope you have a much better weekend planned. Oh, look, this is kind of a new animation, right? These little smokestack things. I feel like that's new. All right. So, I do think, though, we need to get this. We need to get research going, but we really need a logistics bay. But it's about to get colder.
And will consider.
All right. Yeah, what can we do here? Heat auctions. That'll get us merits. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, yeah. Maybe family apprenticeship is what we go for next. I think that's what will help us the most. Although, hold on, let's check. So, exploration time. Ooh, yeah, 1 temperature level in all housing districts. Oh, no, but we don't want equality. Heat stamps income per capita, this is what we want. So we'll do service exemptions. I have a chill weekend planned. I think been moving a lot of furniture around this week as well. Oh no, we're on the same schedule this week then. Yeah, I guess it's that time of year, right? I have an Age of Wonders 4 and Victoria 3 run going, so I hope to finish them. Nice, nice. Yeah, I gotta check that Age of Wonders 4 out. I remembered I have one of those vanilla gift cards from my birthday for my brother. But I realized you can't use them online. I wonder if I can go to CVS and buy a Steam gift card with that gift card so I can buy a game on Steam with it. I don't know. Feels kind of sneaky that way though. Okay, durable goods. What do the lords want? We don't want tradition. See, this is what's going to be tough. We have two factions whose ideologies we don't really care for. So we'll negotiate with the foragers and get durable goods. Alright, so we're going to take it to votes. Anybody on Twitch who wants to vote? Going once, going twice. Here we go. Let's do this, said Cow.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
The measure passes. Alright.
Attention, citizens.
To be honest, I'm sneaky as well. I normally use CD keys to buy my game keys. Not bad. Not bad. I think given the whole state of affairs now where it's like we don't own anything, I have much more sympathy for something like that. We need to get out here. We really need the logistics. Though, if we get... See, I think maybe what we do... is we build another extraction district for these prefabs. Yeah. I only really do it for the studios. I don't really need the money. Yeah. Also, I mean, the whole thing that is happening now where it's like you don't own anything anymore is really unsettling. I have to say. I really hate it. It really... It's hard to... Well, I don't want to go on a whole pro-piracy rant. Because I used to have very strong, like, anti-piracy rants. And I mean, I still kind of do feel that way, but at the same time, the people that you're defending are also, like, screwing people over. It makes it hard to really defend that kind of practice. I'm sure Paradox will survive without my extra $10. Yeah, they'll just make another DLC. That's why I stopped killing games. It's great. Yeah. I fell down the whole internet rabbit hole of looking all into that. What was it? Maybe 2 weeks ago. It's really cool what they're doing, and it's so needed. Let's see. Like, it really is, like, I hate when a game doesn't have just a straight up offline single player mode. Like, every game should have that. Not every game needs to, like, connect to the internet, you know? Stuart, we have received multiple complaints from citizens that their districts have grown colder of late. Everyone keeps coming to me to complain, but there ain't much I can do. Last I checked, it's the steward who's supposed to keep us warm, complained a furnace technician. The cold is a serious concern for our citizens. We ought to take action. Yeah, I'll look at it later. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Oh, wait. And it's at least not straight piracy, not to mention it's actually legal. Well, why isn't it piracy when a game leaves a game store and they delete it off your computer? How is that not piracy? You shouldn't, like, delete something that I own. Like, I get the fact that, like, you only have a license to sell something. So after your license is done, you can't sell it anymore. Like, fine. But, like, I should be able to download the game that I purchased indefinitely. I should be able to have it on my computer. I get that, like, okay, you can't sell it anymore, and I don't think anybody would have an issue with a game seller being like, we can't sell this game anymore, we don't have the legal rights to do it. I think everyone would be like, okay, fine. And you could still keep a game locked to my username and all that stuff, but you shouldn't be able to delete it from my computer, and I should always be able to download it. So, there's my rant. Yeah, 100%. It's also super shady that Blizzard's terms of service basically says they can delete the game from your library whenever they want. Yeah. Yeah, how is that legal? You know, like to say that I'm purchasing a license to a game. And, you know, it's not just the games industry, it's everything. Like, it's movie, it's any type of entertainment medium. Music, movies, it's the same thing in all of them. I think it's just, and kind of very cool, like, the video game community, I feel like is the most vocal one that's like, no, we're not standing for this, right? So that's kind of cool. Whereas the other mediums, generally, I feel like the consumers of it are like, well, that's what it is. All right, we're going to let this one ride. We're at 43.4, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, you should do it now. Going once, going twice. Here we go. I know I signed Stop Killing Games UK through our parliament. Yeah, I watched a whole video about it, and I didn't realize, yeah, Stop Killing Games was a European thing, and so if you're in the US, it doesn't really do anything for you to sign it, which kind of sucks. But I also didn't realize that in Europe you can, like, sign petitions like that and it'll do something. Like in the US we have something where, and who knows if this still exists because of the current administration, but through whitehouse.gov you can, like, create any petition. It doesn't do anything, it doesn't mean anything, but it is kind of like an official thing with the government. Hey, this petition has this many signatures, and of course, you know, people put a lot of BS up there, but yeah, yeah, apparently petitions in the US don't get very far. No, they have no legal standing. It's just to appease the people, to feel like you did something, like most things in the United States. All right, we built that. So let's get to... We really got to build the Research Institute. I do kind of feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot here by not doing it sooner. Well, in the EU and the UK, if a petition gets a certain amount of signatures, they have to... See, that's cool. See, that's the cool thing. Like, yeah, our, like, White House petitions, it doesn't matter how many signatures you get, nobody really has to do anything about it. And they also have to debate it and communicate with the petition creators on solutions. I love that. I love that. And it also pisses me off that when, like the White House one, I mean, maybe this is, so on the White House one, it pisses me off how people will put bullshit up there, right? Because you're kind of making a mockery of this thing, and that's why they don't take it seriously. But at the same time, maybe it's the fact that they don't take it seriously why people put BS up there, you know? Alright, we need to get the logistics bay. So I am gonna No. God, we need these two districts. We need them. Let's get the money. Alright, we need 150 prefabs. There we go.
Succumb to wasteful fashion. A well-made coat is always in style.
And now we need this. I am kind of shooting myself in the foot here, though. We really... Okay, when we get to 50, I'm going to get the research. Cindy's pa went and got her a governess. Like she's going to be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed up the little bitch, all right? Ferguson's boys will learn this, too. If they're trying to wife us again tonight, we'll put razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? The lack of law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise throughout the city. So we're going to have to get on that. We're going to have to get on that. All right, yeah, let's get to the... We got to get the Research Institute. I'm going to end up hating myself on that. Oh, but let's make sure we build it in a Foragers. Yes. So that if we have protests later, the Foragers will be happy with us, but everybody else might not be. All right. Now, once that's done, I think we research... Maybe we research one of the materials things, because we're so low on it, we need to do some catch-up.
A new council session is now in order.
Ooh, we got another council session. Okay, so what do we got? We got one adaptation. We got one merit. So we need to get reason. We need to get reason. Okay, harvesting. Oh, and research speed. Yeah, perfect. We'll do some harvesting. Funerals. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. What do these guys want? Ooh, survivalist headquarters. Territory threat will be decreased. Yeah, we'll research that. Although the only problem is, we have a lot of research we gotta do. I don't want to promise research early, because I have to research the things we need. Oh, so we could fund projects. We lose 96 heat stamps. Yeah, let's do that. But it's only going to get us to 30. I don't like it. Harvesting funeral. Delightful. Yeah, we should just do this. Alright. Yeah, and that'll get us to 44. Alright, there we go. Alright, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go. Alright.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
The measure passes. Passed with flying colors. Alright. Alright, so... no, despite what I said, we're going to research coal mines. Because we got some cold weather coming in. And we're going to have to do the dust coal mines. Okay, I really need to get to the logistics bay. I really need to get to a lot of things right now, Jesus. I mean, it's not as in-depth as Frostpunk negotiation, but it does... Oh, wait. I always end up reading, when there's multiple comments, I always end up reading the second one. I really think you should experiment with the Better Politics mod on Victoria 3. I mean, it's not as in-depth as Frostpunk negotiation, but it does have negotiations to get people to support laws. You know, I have been thinking it would be cool to do just one kind of random day that's not in the regular schedule, where I just do kind of like a one-day run. Like a run that I'm not going to finish because it's only going to be that day with Victoria 3, just to try something out. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe I'll have like a day that's kind of like a mod day, where I just try a new mod. So maybe, yeah, we can start with the Better Politics mod. There's a couple cool mods out there I found. I found one that starts the game in 1700, which I thought was cool because then I could do like a USA run. Since I only like to play as small nations, you can't really do a USA run starting in 1836. So starting in 1700, I'm just the colonies. So maybe I'll do one as the Better Politics mod, and then one day I'll do that 1776 one. I think that idea would be awesome. A random day to test out a mod. Maybe if you really like it, you can integrate it into a proper run. Yeah. Yeah, if I really like it, the next, like, ongoing series will include a mod to it. I've always thought it would be cool. I don't know if they've updated this, but there's a mod out there that adds, like, all of the historical stuff to Australia. Because Australia has very little in terms of flavor in the game. And so you get, like, the whole, like, Australia flavor that someone created. That would be a cool one. But that was, like, I found it when Sphere of Influence came out. So I don't know if they've updated it. Nor do I remember the name. But I'm sure I could find it. Stuart, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they called a rumble. Most of the children were armed with knives. The fighting escalated to a full-scale battle. As the parents of the deceased mourn, many insist these children should not have been left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared-for youth. Some areas are beginning to be dangerous even for adults. Yeah, we can do this.
For a detailed list of obituaries, please visit.
Yeah, then you aren't forced to do an entire run with a mod you don't know if you will like. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Also, mods don't disable achievements like other Paradox games, which is cool. I know, I love that about it. Because if a mod disabled an achievement, I probably would never use a mod just because I love getting achievements. And it would kill me if I was close to an achievement and then the mod blocked me. We are running out of workforce. So I left this little space here so that we can get a fuel stockpile. Ooh, we're suddenly short on housing. You would have thought children would have more to worry about than when their civilization is almost freezing over. It's true. But the children in this version of the game grew up in this. This is just their normal life. Oh, because we're behind on this. Okay. Well, let's go down one here. To get everybody... Well, no. So, yeah. Now, we'll build the fuel stockpile. And get ourselves a bunch of people saved.
Recess has ended. The The council sits again.
Alright. So let's get those feral children taken care of. Tradition or reason. So we're leaning into reason. So I guess we're gonna do mandatory school. Yeah, heat stamps income per capita though. Man, and yeah, it's gonna be an uphill battle with all the stuff we need. So we got a bad roll in our second faction. Well, voting is open to Twitch. Anybody who wants to vote? Yeah, we're gonna have to give something away we don't want. I guess we'll do this. Because this doesn't call for us to research anything. So we're going to let this ride. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go.
The proposed law has been approved.
All right, so we're at an hour here. And so we're going to take a quick break, bathroom break, get some more wine, because I'm classy like that. And then I will be right back. So, quick break, be right back. All right, and we're back. Yeah, I feel like Twitch viewer votes could be brutal with a lot of voters. It's true. It really could be. And I haven't had enough people to vote to really test it out, but I feel like Twitch viewer votes like way more than the council votes. Because I've had in instances where I had maybe like 3 people vote. I've had times where like I didn't get to the 51 votes and yet it still passed. So I think it has something to do with the Twitch votes, but you know, Twitch votes are so inconsistent that it's hard to really figure out what it is. So yeah, it could be brutal, especially if you have people that are like, no, I don't want you to get that. Ooh, okay, population increased. We can now get the logistics bay, but now we really need to get people housed. Oh, what's this? The city grows. Stuart, a new count has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute the rise to an influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to births outnumbering deaths. Whatever the cause, we have adjusted our calculations of the city's needs to reflect the new numbers. Alright, so let's build a housing district. And so we'll connect it here. That'll get us what we need there. Let's get... Oh my god, we need one prefab. Ooh, we got the dust coal mine. Alright, let's finally get our logistics bay before we can't. I have so many games I'm playing at the minute, I just can't fit Frostpunk in. I know, I feel like that too. I have so many games I want to get to. Today, I finally, because I had most of the day off, got back to a game I've been meaning to get back to, Ara History Untold. I finally loaded that one up for a little bit. And of course got right back into planning out some, what do you call it, tutorial videos. It's so hard to get to all the games you want to play. Oh yeah, damn, I gotta research Survivalist Headquarters. Alright, fine. Yeah, I kind of wish I could play more Frostpunk 2. I find that making tutorial videos and streaming, you obviously have less time to play games for fun. I mean, this is fun, but you also... I have less time to just, like, just chill and play games. So it's harder to get to a lot of the games that I want to. Alright, so we're... Oh. So the dust coal mine... Yeah, I know. We're getting to it. I doubted we could sustain... Oh, here we go. I doubted we could sustain ourselves off this harsh land, yet here bellies are filled from foraging. I doubted I could live in this world without endless toil, yet this city gave me the rest I deserved. I doubted people could fathom using the corpses of our fellow citizens, yet here people have no reservations. This made me realize what this city can become. The times of mere survival are gone. We must organize. A brighter tomorrow is within reach. The Proteans form in support of all those things. Hey, Speaker Ant-Man. Hello. Great name. Yo, I just wanted to say I really like your Victoria Games videos. I just bought the game. Oh, on the Steam Summer Sale, and it's amazing. Your videos are very helpful. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you dropping in to say that. And welcome to the fold, fellow Victorian. Welcome in. It's a fun game, man. It is a fun game. A steep learning curve, but once you get there, it's a lot of fun. And now's the time to get started in it, because the recent DLC and update, the recent 1.9 update has really opened up the game. So welcome in, and thanks for dropping in. Doing some Frostpunk things here.
Public competition to stress test prosthetics.
Doing some Frostpunk things. I don't know. I feel like the run... I don't know why I'm nervous about this run. I thought tonight is the night. I still think tonight's the night, but I don't know. They keep looking at my hands. Every day they come and pester me about my work. What are you doing right now? Can we push the other research along? Why are you halting the drafting of the law we discussed yesterday? They want to influence what we do. Pfft. Proteans want to steer the city. I'm really enjoying the Morocco run you're doing. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I like it. Morocco is a fun country to play with in the game. I did a playthrough as Belgium to learn the game, It was a lot of fun. I just went ahead and bought all the DLC after it. What do you think is another good country to play after Belgium? So, I am a very big advocate for playing as small nations. I'm gonna pause this run for this one. So, I think some good countries to play. I always advocate for Congo as a country to learn the game. Now, with the new update, Congo is isolationist, so you can't do trade centers, so you don't get to play with that as much. But Congo, when you start, they have no buildings, they have one farm, and nobody is going to attack you for a while. So you can really build an economy from the ground up, and you can really see how when you build this building and then you build that building, how they interact with each other. So it's a good country to learn on. If you want to play as a bigger country to learn on, Sweden is kind of an accepted bigger country to learn on, as well as Japan. Japan is isolationist, so you can't do trade, but Japan starts with all the resources you would need within their country, so you can do that. So I advocate for Congo, Japan, and another Sweden, and another small nation. I think that would be a good one is Dainam, because Dainam has a small number of states, so you're not dealing with Mappy and all that, but you have all the resources you need. So I think that's a good one to do as well. I don't think it's good to play with the great powers to learn the game, because they're so large, their economy starts so large, and when you do certain things that aren't good, it's hard to see the effects of it until much later. Yeah, the Morocco videos have been fun to watch so far. I'm a little behind, though. Is this your first time playing Frostpunk 2? It's good, but I didn't quite like it as much as the first Frostpunk. No, I've been playing this one since release. Every Friday night I do a Friday Night Frostpunk, which we just play through the Utopia Builder here. Though I was off of it last week. But yeah, I love Frostpunk 2. I'm not as good at Frostpunk 2. Well, I hate it when people talk about how good they are at a game. I am experienced in Victoria 3. I'm not as experienced in Frostpunk 2 as I am in Victoria 3. But I still love it just as much. But it's very different from the first Frostpunk. This is true. When Frostpunk 2 first came out, I was a little like, oh, I don't know about this. And I realized because I just wanted more Frostpunk 1, and this is just an entirely different game. But it turns out in like the best possible way. Congo is interesting and perfect. I was literally thinking Japan. Nice. Yeah, Japan. Yeah, Japan is a good country. Japan is also one of those countries the Victoria 3 community loves. You go to the Victoria 3 Reddit, and you talk about your Japan run, everybody's just into it. Everyone loves them some Japan in the game. It's challenging politically, yeah, absolutely, yeah. The shogunate are tough to break. So it's a great way to understand how to influence politics. Yeah, I'm definitely staying away from the great powers for a bit. Yeah. When I first started Victoria 3, I was like, oh, we haven't named our city. Well, we got to do what we always do. We got to do our thing. Ham Cuts Heights it is. Yeah, my very first ever run in Victoria 3 was like, well, I'll be the United States. And that was a mistake. Too large of a country at that time. Yeah, let's... yeah, let's do this. We need the coal. You were good at Victoria 3. I can say it. You're very good at explaining how mechanics work, and your chill vibe is nice to watch. Thank you. Thanks for the input too, Jack. Yeah, Jack also knows a lot about what he's talking about. Jack is good company, and knows his stuff. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. It's challenging. I'll say that much. I feel like, see, the thing about the tutorial videos, I need to talk about this on a tutorial video, is like, I talk about what to do on the tutorial videos, and I know what to do, but I think part of the difficulties of the game is like, so like I just released a tutorial video about construction. And like, here's what you do with construction. But the thing about that video that I realized I didn't really talk about is all I focused on was construction. And in a construction tutorial video, all I need to focus on is construction. But when you're actually playing the game, there's a lot to focus on. So like, I feel like Victoria 3 is kind of like you're spinning this plate, and this is construction. And if all you had to do was spin this plate, you'd be pretty good at it. And then here's the military, and if all you had to do is spin that plate, you'd be pretty good at it. And so that's the tutorial videos. But then in actuality, when you play it, the difficulty is you're spinning all those plates at once. And that's part of the difficulty of the game, is not just knowing how each of those individual systems work, but trying to balance them together as a whole. And it, even for me sometimes, I have to say, it can be a little overwhelming. Alright, so let's demolish this. We're done with this. No problem. Victoria 3 is a game where you just have to play a bunch of different countries until you find the one you like. Yeah. You have to fail before... You have to fail to learn. We'll have to run to watch a movie, but keep streaming and uploading videos. I'm a new fan. Awesome. I just saw you were live and wanted to get your input on my next country to play. The construction video was awesome. I just watched it today, actually. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you very much. It's awesome. I appreciate the compliment. It fuels me to keep doing more videos. So enjoy the movie. I hope it is good. I hope it is very good. Enjoy the movie. We have a we have a Discord coming soon for the community as well. More opportunities to hang out and ask questions. Yes, Jack is creating us a Discord community, and it looks awesome. Nice. I'm bad at using Discord, other than just talking with old buddies while gaming. Yes, so am I. That's why I need Jack's help with this one. Take care, guys. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, Ant-Man. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Gent, hello. Oh, so Spain is no good for learning everything. So that is an interesting question, right? Wait, what is this guy? Let's see. A bar of soap smells like shit. A hemp undervest. Itchy by the sheer look of it. The lack of law regular. Oh, we need basic necessities. So that is a good question, right? Yeah, so Spain is a great power. Though I do feel like Spain... Spain is a good one to play because they're a great power that has great responsibility. No. As I said that, I couldn't resist. No, they're a great power though, but they're not like the best power. Like, I feel like Great Britain, France, Russia, the United States are not good ones to learn on because they have a very big economy and their economy is doing well. Spain, I don't think is the best to learn on, but they're also not as massive as the other economies, so I think you can kind of learn on it. I think I would, you know what, I would say this. My initial runs to learn the game, I would use smaller countries, and then I think your first run to learn how to play as a great power, I would do Spain. That's, I think, what Spain would be good for. Spain, in terms of the great powers, I think Spain is the best one to learn things from. Yeah, exactly. Spain is the least great power of the great powers. Although I will say this about Spain. I would hold off on my Spain runs only because they're releasing a DLC later in the year called Iberian... oh my god, the name is escaping me now. Iberian something. But they're adding a bunch of flavor content to Spain and Portugal. So if you're only going to do Spain once, you might want to hold off on it. Because that one... It's always nice when they add like a flavor pack. But I've done a couple Spain runs. Spain is a fun country to play as. Because they're a great power that still has room to grow. Although if you want to play in that region, Portugal isn't bad to learn the game. Portugal would be a much better one to learn on. They're much smaller, much less states. See, I feel like managing a large number of states is hard to learn on. Iberian Twilight, that's right. That's what it's called. Portugal is great because you only have, I think it's 3 states. Awesome, thanks. I think I'll check out Congo. Awesome. I always advocate for Congo. Congo, I feel like, is such a great one. So part of the reason, I forgot to say this before, part of the reason why Congo is a great one to learn the game on is because you start as a single state. And so you don't have to deal with Mappy. Mappy, I feel like, is a difficult concept in the game to grasp if you're not very well versed in the game yet. So to be able to have a country where everything is in one state and it's all local goods, once you can understand how that works, it's much easier to then start working with multiple states and the idea of Mappy. Okay, we need we need a lot of things here. So we need sawmills. Portugal has 3 main states. Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's 3. Yeah, and then the colonial states. So you do have some colonies to work with, but their home states, are very few. I know, like, I say I only want to do streams with small countries, but I do kind of want to do a Portugal stream after Iberian Twilight comes out. I think that would be fun. Portugal might be the only non-small country I do a stream as. Alright, here we go. So, possible settlement. Shanties and furnaces still remain from when a community of hundreds supported these interconnected shafts along a deep coal vein. So we could go here. Our scouts passed a group of jolly-faced hunters they later described as having plenty of meat on their bones. In exchange for a spare heat lamp, the hunters revealed some details about their hunting grounds. A full field of lichen and moss, where huge herds graze. A crashed wagon lies in the snow. Its contents already looted. A woman frozen inside the cabin. A small diary in her pocket tells of how she stole the wagon and was hoping to sell its cargo of materials to Hamcut's Heights. The last line reads, "I just wanted a better life for the baby." From the coordinates in the diary, our scouts can discern the rough direction she traveled from. And then the oil. A pool of dark snow marks where oil has naturally risen out of the surface. Our crews must be careful to harvest the precious fuel without exposing it to the heat of their heat lamps. More states are also more confusing with 1.9 because of trade centers. Yeah, because of trade centers. Yeah, in general, it's just like the more states you have, the more difficult it is, which is why Great Qing is just like mind-boggling, as it's very difficult to keep them centralized to a state when you have so many states. Yeah, it's an undertaking. I think you really have to, when you have tons of states, I think you really do have to think of the states as like their own individual places. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna get that. Let's see what nonsense this is. Stuart, some of our stores are running low on essential supplies, such as basic hygiene products or ordinary clothing. It seems that better off people are offering to pay to get more than they are allocated. Some people are willing to pay me to get more stuff or better stuff. I'd be foolish to say no, wouldn't I? Show me the law that says I can't, said an anonymous store manager. People are growing agitated by this state of affairs. Shouldn't we set common rules for everyone? Yeah. We'll set some laws for this. Jeez, people. Everybody. Ooh, okay, we're about to lose that. So we need to get... Man, we need to get an industrial thing going. Paid essentials. Yeah. So we'll do paid essentials. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll do this. All right, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Yeah, we're going to have to negotiate this one. Foragers, what do you guys want here? Yes. Construct a dust coal mine. We want to do that. All right, so we're going to take this to vote now. So, anybody who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go. I get mappy after watching your vids. Oh, awesome. Reading the wiki and confirming local prices with with Excel spreadsheet calculations. That always helps. It's very satisfying when you get it. Yes, it is. I know exactly what you're talking about. That moment when it finally clicks and you're like, oh my god. Yes. Now I know what to do. I know that feeling very well. I think it took me like a year to really learn the game, I feel like. And that it wasn't a year of constant playing. I was kind of like picking it up, putting it down, but watching YouTube videos along the way. But yeah, I feel like it took me like a year to really learn the game. Oh, one vote again. You know, I didn't even look this time. Didn't even look this time. Alright, we have to do something. We need to expand this. Okay, let's... Actually, wait, do we need that? Okay, yeah, so let's do... So we can make another district. The rabbit took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket. How come no one shanked him and took it, eh? A rabbit's even real. Gotta ask, miss. Reading's hard, but it's fun, and you rarely get cut. Mabel whines it don't help scouts in the Frostland. And how do they read them maps? Is what I answered that tosser. One day I'll write books myself, with plenty of sword fights and no snow. Mandatory school promises a better future for the children of the city. All right. Oh. Ah, damn! I gotta fund a project for the Lords. I forgot about that. Poops. Yeah, so there we go with that. We're gonna need to make an industrial district. No, I forgot. We really need to get our act together with this. So we need to connect it. Oh, we need 10 Frostland teams. Okay. Proteans support the Stewart. Stewart, good news. Due to good relations with Proteans, they voluntarily aid healthcare officers in their efforts to combat disease. They think it will help you solidify your rule. If we want their continued support, we should maintain their approval. As long as relations with the Proteans are devoted, their assisting healthcare perk will remain active. Disease is decreased. Awesome. Do you still feel like this is the run? I feel like this might be the run. My faith in it has decreased, but I don't feel like it's over yet. That's kind of how I feel. Ah, okay, so we finally have some materials. That's good.
The price of gruel has been reduced. This week only.
We can decrease this to get another district. We need 600 workers. Okay. I wonder if I can build a food. Yeah, why don't we do that? We'll build one of these to decrease the amount of workers. Because we are running out of food. You know, we really need to speed up the research here. Ooh, I did not realize it would bring trust down quite that much. Poop. Poop on that, man. That wasn't good. Yeah. Waning trust. I hear ya. Alright. So we got the untreated sawmill.
Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
So we need about another 300. We're really just gonna have to... Well, okay. Let's start researching hothouses. The biowaste hothouse. Yes. I don't know. The fact that trust is down to this does not make me feel great. I'll be honest about that. Alright, so we're about... Oh, we were looking for food over here, actually. So we're about to get something. Alright. The husk of a machine remains in the snow, already picked clean of useful parts. Our scouts noted frozen oil around what remains of the fuel tank. A set of coordinates was carved roughly into the broken boilerplate. The remains of a dirigible lie scattered between two snowdrifts. Its cabin half buried in the center of the wreckage. Our scouts inspected the cabin and found no room for a pilot nor any living quarters. They did not recognize the foreign writing on its brass plates. Though the machine's mechanisms are beyond our scouts' understanding, they recognize a salvageable core in the engine. Yeah, we'll come back later. This is what we need. Reindeer are known to live in this area, feeding off of lichen grown above hidden hot springs. Alright, so we just got ourselves 70 food. But we need more. You know what? Okay. Ugh. So 5 oh, but we need 10. Alright, here's what we do. We're going to turn this off for now. And then we'll build this. It'll take us, what? Yeah, 6 days. And then we can turn it back on. And we really need to get an industrial district going. Alright, now what? 200 heat stamps. Okay, so we just need to get to 200 heat stamps. But we can turn this back on. But we've only got 5 Frostland teams, so we might as well take this back. Alright. Well, we're increasing everything. So that's good. Oh, and we can we can do this. Was there something? What was it? Oh, build a dust coal mine. We gotta build a dust coal mine. We do have to do that. Alright, what could we make here? So we could do this one. You know, something that will reduce tension would be nice. I know I say it every stream, but this game looks so good. Yeah, it's worth saying every stream. Doesn't it? Like, this game just looks so great. I love it. Trust rises marginally. You know, I think we can finally do one thing against our people. Oh, but the Proteans. We don't have much we can do. Yeah, no one's going to support me in anything. Oh. Nobody trusts me, but 20... Oh, I guess the two groups that do trust me. Yeah, we can't do this law. Tension is slightly increased. Oh, wait. Oh, no. This isn't trust. This is tension. We can actually afford this, so let's do this. Alright. Can we negotiate anything? Well, we do need to research a hospital. But let's see what the machinists want. Yeah, we'll do the Lord's one. The recovery hospital. Alright. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. There we go. Let's do it. The delegates have spoken. Alright. There we go.
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Alright. Yeah, easy pass. That one wasn't so bad. That one wasn't so bad. Biowaste hothouse, yes.
Institute has proposed a new idea.
So what do we need for that? We need 400 workers. You know, is it possible? There we go. So we need to get to 80 heat stamps. There we go. So give us a biowaste hothouse, and then we can stop that. I think we should be okay. It takes 1 week to build that. Alright. Oh! Of course, the minute I lower the amount of workers... Unbelievable. Alright. Well, we can lower the amount of workers here. Oh, no. It's not. We just got a population increase. It's not that. We need... We really need to get to 200 heat stamps. No. But we gotta house people. We're not gonna be able to sustain that.
Remember to make sure your contagion
So we can get 5 here.
at all times.
5 there. Yeah. We really just need to build another district. It might be worth leaning into here. So on the cliffs here, we get added temperature level, but we get extra shelter. So let's wait for that to finish. We'll build our next district up there. Oh, you know, this whole time I didn't realize all of our housing districts are chilly. All right. So let's stock up here. Oh, we do got to build that dust coal mine. We need 80 heat stamps. All right. Yeah, there we go. We'll only put 2 in there. Alright. Perfect. So give us a little bit of an extra housing boost, but not add too much heat. I don't think we have... So, heat surplus. That's really the last one we have. Anything here? Any movement? I don't think so. Equality, merit. Warm housing districts generate heat stamps. Yeah, we are going to do this. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. What's the... Oh, the porcelain-looking research? So that's goods. So it's kind of a generic representation of just like basic consumer goods. Which is why it's usually the last one I go for. It's like... It's not detrimental if you don't have it, but after a certain period of time, it's not good. So when you have a deficit of it, crime increases because people start stealing to get, you know, consumer goods. But if you have a surplus, or if you have enough for everybody, your heat stamps income increases. So it's very beneficial to have it. But it takes a lot of materials in order to upkeep it. Research the actuated heat dispenser. Okay, we'll have to do that. This will do it, though. All right, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. There you go. Yeah, so... so in Victoria 3 terms is groceries. Yeah, basically. Basically, that's pretty much what it is. Nice if you have it. Not detrimental if you don't, but in the long run, it's not going to be great for you.
Take note.
All right.
A new rule enters into force.
Now we can build our dust coal mine. Ah, this one finally ran out. We really need to get an industrial district going. We do not have an income. Oh, I need to frost break. Yeah, we don't have an income of prefabs anymore. And that's not good.
Secure additional layers.
Alright, well, we've got the housing districts covered for heat. Well, we've got some pretty cold working districts here. Proteans rallies build support. Very nice. Stuart, the Proteans have started gathering for periodic rallies, promoting your rule. They praise you for steering the city on a path to resilient prosperity. They attract large crowds of people who share their optimism. Between speeches, they demonstrate the ingenuity of their prosthetics, clearly more advanced than the standard ones offered by the city. Some onlookers who also have prosthetics seem eager to try out an upgrade. Since I lost my arm to a bandsaw, everyone keeps treating me like I'm diminished. A tool that has outlived its usefulness, says a participant. But the Proteans have opened my eyes. The lads at the mill feel threatened because they're old news and I'm the future. Wait until they see my new piston-powered hand. I can crush a soup can, and it doesn't get frostbite. Who's making cans? Like, who's making soup cans? Oh, sorry, Twitch. I forgot to open up the vote. The Proteans are suggesting several things they believe will improve the city even further. What should they focus on? Let's focus actually on heat stamps. Because then we can build, once we get to 200, we can build the beacon. And then we're going to start getting people. Alright. Can we shake you down for money? Yes. Alright, let's build the beacon. Alright. Trust restored. Thank the Lord. Look at that trust. Awesome. Alright. So we got oh, you know, we haven't saved yet. Alright. We're about to lose this one. It's going to be bad when we lose that one. Give me your tired and poor. Stuart, the first group of people from the fallen city has arrived at our beacon. 3 adolescents on the verge of exhaustion arrived hauling on sledge on which lay 2 sickly adults. Ma and Pa's fever took a nasty turn. We lost all hope, but then we saw the beacon. Took turns dragging them day and night, said the eldest. The people of our city rushed to their aid. Donations of funds have poured in, and medics have lined up to volunteer their expertise. We should prepare infrastructure and clear instructions to support our people's desire to aid the newcomers. Yeah, we usually ask for both on this one. Well, actually, I always do. So hospitals will require 25% less workforce, 25 fewer heat stamps. Yeah. Oh, you know, yeah, we're not going to have a problem with staffing, no. Hospitals will cost 50 fewer heat stamps to construct. We're going to do that. Isn't the beacon when it starts to get very chaotic? Yes. The beacon is when it starts to get very chaotic. So basically, we're going to get, like, massive influxes of people, and a lot of them are going to be sick. Which is why we're choosing the Proteans for this one. So you see, we can do coordinate patient care. They take care of sick people. And when they are happy... Let's see, where does it show us? Oh, wait, I think it did there. Assisting healthcare. So they lower disease a little bit. You can see, though, crime is minor because we don't have goods. We need to research... Oh, we have a couple things, actually, to research. What do we need to research? Recovery hospital. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is recovery hospital. Because actually, we could use that. But yeah, it's about to get chaotic. But the amount of people we have in workforce and all that will be pretty good. I think what we do is we're gonna lean into these rock formations. It's gonna increase heat, but like wait. Marginally increases from chilly temperature level. Yeah. We also need... We can't upgrade that at all. We could use more... Oh! You know, we could hold off on this for right now. Where can we get... Yes, let's start connecting this. Because then we could, after this, we can start researching the upgrade here. Start using multiple heating sources, including oil. Oh boy, here we go. The counter faction. The city is changing. We started a family here. We bore children. We toiled against the hardships like everybody else. But now these Proteans, they walk around telling people what to do, what to think. What they spout, though, is utter folly. Against everything that made us, we will not have it. The fate of our children is at stake. We will chart a path for our city. Legionnaires have formed in opposition to the Proteans. Yeah, so we got the counter group here. You know, can I get one of these things yet? I should have done it before the Proteans formed. Or not the Proteans, the Legionnaires. I should have done it before the Legionnaires formed. That was a mistake. And, yeah, I don't even have, because we got to get to like 60... this vote requires 2/3 majority. Yeah, 67. So even if I got every hesitant, which I won't. Alright. So we made some mistakes there. You know what? We can grant them an agenda. So we can always make agreements against them. Oh. Oh boy, okay. So this is done. Ooh, food. So let's do that. Let's expand it. Stuart, Legionnaires representatives have come to your office. It was madness to vote on heat auctions, one said. If you continue with such nonsense, we will have to act. We implore you, repeal that law. Or, if you are adamant about upholding it, at least further our vision of the city in a different area. Do you intend to listen to them? No, but we can research the patrol watchtower. We can do that. Ooh, although I did make the mistake here of promising 3 research options. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. I shouldn't have done that. Erg, poop on that. Poop on that. Okay. So we're about to get recovery hospital. Then we got to do the actuated heat dispenser.
The research.
What is this going to give us? +2 temperature level. Okay. So, okay, that's not so bad. We do have to do something here. Do we have... Oh, we got another deep coal vein over here. Alright. So we're starting to stockpile some oil, which is good. When we can upgrade the city here. So we should build a hospital now. While we can, because we got to build 3 of them. See, we could really use more Frostland teams. But we would need to do an upgrade. Oh, sorry, my friend. Are we still following the cheat sheet, or have we gone off the rails? Well, we haven't gone off the rails in the sense that we haven't gone off the cheat sheet. We just finished the cheat sheet. So our cheat sheet was, let's get the Proteans. So we got the Proteans. And so now we're at the winging it part. That's kind of where we are right now. Okay. Okay, so this was the promise we made to the lords. I don't want this to pass. So we need to negotiate for people to vote against it. Build an untreated sawmill. We could do that. I don't mind doing that. Or maybe it was the machinists? Why would the... Oh, construct a building, a recovery hospital. We're doing that right now. Yeah, let's do it. Too many promises. Ah, man. Okay, this is probably gonna... so we have basically run out of the plan. Yeah, kinda. I mean, we haven't gone against the plan, and I feel like we're not in a bad place yet. We're just not ahead of the curve. Yeah, that's what it is. We're not behind the curve, but we're not ahead of the curve. We're like sitting right in the present and taking things as they come. All right, we're going to a vote. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go. Ooh! By one vote, it didn't pass.
The measure fails.
Oof! Yes! That was some luck right there. Okay. So this is going to finish in 6 weeks. How much time do we have left here? 20 weeks. All right. Yes, I can spare this much. Actually, perhaps a bit more, in fact. May have to give up a few things, tighten my belt a bit, but it's worth it. Nothing I could have done with these funds gives me the same satisfaction as knowing they will help build a hospital to tend to those poor folks who went through hell to come here. People find meaning in the effort to aid sick incomers. All right. Yeah, wow, one vote again. One dude in the council is really carrying this run, I know. We got one guy who's like, nope. Or every now and then is like, okay, fine. Oh, man. Man, we've gotten lucky a couple times. That's what makes me positive about the run. All right. So we're at the 2 hour mark here. So we're gonna take a very quick break, very quick bathroom break, before Twitch runs ads on us, and then bathroom break, get another drink, and then we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we are back. What was that one? Oh, drinking coffee. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Red Letter 45. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. And we continue. And we continue. All right. I'm still kind of optimistic about this run. Kinda. I could use the Legionnaires to be a little happier. You know, trust is high. We might be able to get the guard enforcers now, which will be good. Alright. We could use... We could use another one of these guys. Maybe we'll build one going down this way. So we have food turned off here. We have these two going. So we need more teams.
Every citizen check up at their local recovery.
So we need to do the
hospital.
patrol watchtower
Don't wait
next.
till it's too late.
We're researching recovery. Oh, we need to build. Didn't we build one? Oh, we have to build a second one. Well, we'll build it. I mean, we need 2. Well, we need 3, I mean. So we'll do that. That'll get us... Oh, so our promises actually are kind of okay. We're about to get the actuated heat dispenser. We're building the recovery hospital. And then we got plenty of time in this patrol watchtower. Now, our coal could be better. We need 80 heat stamps. You know what?
Our researchers have developed.
There we go. So everything's livable. Let's get to 80. The Lord's... Oh, yeah, we should do this. So the patrol watchtower. And then we're done with promises. And honestly, we could kind of use the patrol watchtower. I don't mind it. Alright. We're done frost breaking. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is something. See, heat stamps is always my issue because I always slack on goods. It's so hard to get it together.
The delegates have gathered and will consider the steward's agenda.
You know, we could switch this around for right now. Build... Oh, we need 600 workforce. Okay. Can we get our guard squads? We could negotiate it. If there's anybody out there in Twitch willing to vote, boy, could we use you right now. Alright, Proteans. Well, you guys are only 9 votes. Let's go Foragers first. Research and hold it efficiency. Hold it will fall ill slightly less frequently. That could actually be helpful. Oh, territory threat level is decreased. But it doesn't give us any more. No, we'll do this one. The efficiency is bad. But workers in the cold districts fall ill less frequently. That might be good. Alright, so we'll do that one. Proteans. Facility that uses a mix of wood combustion and natural bacteria to produce a coal substitute from wood. Don't mind that as much. Or we could just make an untreated sawmill. We're gonna kind of need that anyway. All right. So this is gonna be tough. We're gonna need 16 votes out of the 27 hesitant, and we can't do any more negotiations. All right. So if there's anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, going once, going twice. Here we go. We need 67. Come on. Oh my god, we passed by exactly 67. Oh my god, this might prove to be A very good moment for us, I have to say. Wow. Okay. The guard enforcers are going to be very helpful.
A new law is in effect.
Yeah. Come on, RNG. And it worked for us. Yikes. I can't believe that. Alright. Let's get our 80 heat stamps. Alright, so let's get ourselves a dust coal mine there. So that'll take care of our coal. See, the problem is I keep adding these research promises, which pushes back us researching the generator upgrade, where we can start using coal, oil, and steam. Yeah, easy. It was never in depth. We had it covered the whole time, right? Yeah. I like your confidence. I like your confidence. Ooh, okay. Can we build? We need 600 workforce. How many sick people do we have? We have no sick people? Okay. I mean, that's not gonna hold for long, but okay. Yeah, let's grant you an agenda.
Are collecting donations to aid trauma-stricken veterans of
We
the
don't
war
have
on the
to...
front.
Although, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do, because we're going to have to make promises to cancel it. Yeah. No sick people because they died or they recovered. I mean, I think because they recovered, I think we're doing okay right now. We have 2 hospitals, and disease is absent. That's not going to hold for long, though. But, yeah, I think we got that right now because... we don't have any sick. Man, I have to say, I am so, I'm so distracted by my keyboard and mouse here. It's so stupid. It's such a simple thing, but it's like blinking lights. I must look at it. And it changed color because of this Lord's Demands Met thing. Alright. Focus. Focus, Hamcuts. Focus. Alright, so we need to research weather-adjusted shifts. After that, we're gonna start researching the generator upgrade, because we absolutely need to do that. And let's start... Oh, we actually can't. Yeah, we really need a generator upgrade. Ooh, population just increased. Alright, so actually, I think we can just expand enough housing districts. That'll get us 10. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that. Let's expand this one. Alright, well, let's see where we can expand this one. Let's see what this one gives us, because that's supposed to give us... Oh. Oh, hold on. Oh.
The floor is
Look at that. You know, I don't think I ever fully realized when you're expanding, it puts the new amount in there. That's good to know. So we're not increasing a lot of food. You know what? We should turn off this thing and stock up on food. We've got some oil stocked up, but we can't even use it yet. We might as well stock up on what we need. We're also gonna run out of this in 16 weeks. We have to get to... We gotta research the generator upgrade and then do the deep coal mines. You know, we kind of put ourselves in a corner here. So how many weeks? 4 weeks for that. 15 weeks for this. You know, we also need to build an untreated sawmill. Oh, you know... Yeah, let's do this. This will get us a bunch of workers. I forgot I had left that space there for that. Lords admire your leadership. Wow, this is a... okay. This is a group we are not leaning into. Stuart, the Lords seem to be concerned by the radical ideas of some of the Legionnaires. Some of them are family, but their ideals consume them, says one of the elders. They are still good people, we just need your authority to convince them to see reason. They ask you to decry the more extreme Legionnaires' ideas, so the Lords have leverage when convincing them to abandon their radical ways. Devoted relations with Lords encourage them to contemplate, to cooperate in de-radicalizing Legionnaires. Lords will try to convince some of their brethren to leave Legionnaires. Activates the de-radicalized Legionnaires community action, which reduces fervor and faction membership. Let's do it. Something tells me we might not be able to keep some research promises. No, I think we might be able to, because we're going to be able to build this. And we're doing weather-adjusted shifts right now. We only have the one research promise, and we're researching it right now. This one is a build one. Legionnaires begin protesting. Stuart, the Legionnaires have been growing skeptical towards the direction you are leading the city. Now they decide to protest. This city is changing, and for the worse. We present this list of demands. Tend to them, and we will disperse, said one of their leaders. But if you refuse to change course on those, let us strive for equality so all can live with dignity. They will keep protesting until you respect their demand, further their vision of the city, or force them to disperse. We'll do convince them to stop, because we just got the de-radicalize. The first large convoy of newcomers has arrived in our city. Many of them are sick and injured after their hard journey. It will take time and medical care before they can join our workforce. Each convoy of newcomers will bring many sick and injured people to your city. Take measures to prepare properly. Alright, let's pause for a second here. We were supposed to get some type of action to de-radicalize those guys. It is 48 weeks. Oh man, okay. The Stuart's militia. Okay. Oh, and we're holding a vote on something. Oh yeah, I want. Okay, we're gonna have to make more promises here. Well, anybody on Twitch, if you want to vote, I could use your help. Okay. All right, the machinist. This will be a big one. Construct the actuator heat dispenser. We can do this because it's not a research one. Oh, Baba Lim. Hey, hello. Well, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope all is well. Yeah, we'll promise this. Ah, we can't do any more promises. So the max I can get is 54. So we need 3 people to vote, or 4 people really, to vote against it. Let's do this. All right, anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once. Going twice. Here we go. Come on now. Oh, that was actually much better. Alright. You know what? Let's take a save on this. Alright. So we've got this going. Ooh, yeah, okay, hold on. We need a lot more houses. And we need a patrol watchtower here. We need 80 heat stamps. So let's build a patrol watchtower where, yes, where the Proteans are and the foragers. So that'll take care of that. Okay, we need housing and we need food. But we're gonna build housing over here. Oh, not enough tiles. Okay. Well, you know, maybe we could do one. Yeah, there we go. So we'll build one district there. We're gonna have to build into this. Okay. Oh, yeah, we gotta do that untreated sawmill. Ooh, okay, and we're running low on those. Disease weakens our workforce. Stuart, the poor conditions in the city take their toll on our people. Disease spreads. Some are so sick they are unable to work. If this continues, it will endanger our ability to sustain the city as our workforce will be decimated. We must act. Oh, yikesies. Alright. Alright, foragers' demands met, that's good.
Have developed a new idea and await their next task.
Alright, so build the actuated heat dispenser. So what's the deal with this? +2 temperature level. Oh, so where could we use this? Oh, we could use it here. Yeah, we could use it here. Excellent. And now we can finally research. But we don't have enough. We need 50 heat stamps. What are we at? 23. Okay. Oh, we got the guard squads. Quell the protests in this district. Do it. Do it now. Alright, we need to make another... So let's get to 50. Alright, so we got all of our promises taken care of. Alright, we have got to get this generator upgrade. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. No. They want the adaptive pumps, not the oil pumps. Yes, the adaptive pumps. Do that. An ounce of prevention. Stuart, a woman from a recent wave of newcomers has raised concerns about conditions in the Beacon Outpost. Now, I'm not one to sound ungrateful, but there's people getting sick on the way here from things entirely preventable, she said. Ain't suggesting a top-story penthouse or nothing, but something to keep the wind out of the shelters. That's ridiculous, another newcomer retorted. It's not like they're sleeping in puddles of pneumonia. I made the trek all the way here, and I'm just fine. What should we do? Yeah. We'll work towards improving it. Alright. Oh. Yeah. So we need more housing.
Please dispatch gift boxes to the steward by post to avoid unnecessary queuing.
Oh man. Yeah, we have got... Proteans rallies expanded. Stuart, empowered by your support, the Proteans have extended their activities to a new district. Their members can be seen on every corner, and now they hold periodic rallies near this district's main hub as well. They ask again what they should focus on. Heat stamps. We need the heat stamps. And hurry up the research. Okay. We're running out of food. Alright, so that should get us what we need for food. Weather adjusted shifts. Who did I promise this to? Adaptation. Who wants this? Yeah, we do want to lean into this. Well, I feel like this one is going to work. Alright, so anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Ah.
Has been rejected.
Well, that sucked. Alright, we've got to get these people housed. What do we need for another housing district? 200 prefabs. So we've just got to get another industrial district built. So we need 100 prefabs. We're getting 16 a week. Learning curve. Stuart, the foragers have come forward to accuse you of placating them with the research projects you never intend to implement. Our last few research papers have died on your desk, one representative says. We spend our time, not to mention the city's funds, researching, and what for? To grow your ego with our approval? They insist you take action. Either enact their most recent research as a show of good faith, or they will no longer trust that the research will ever amount to anything. Yeah, we need to pass weather-adjusted shifts. I mean, I tried last time, and, you know. Oh, wasting heat. Okay, there we go. This will get us through. All right. Here we go. I feel like we're doing well. No, I'm not going to say anything positive because that's the kiss of death right there. Everything sucks and everything's going poorly. And this is the way we're gonna keep things going well.
Our researchers have completed their latest project.
Oh, good. Okay, and now deep melting deposits. We absolutely need this. Now, what do we actually need to get? $200 heat stamps. Oh, poops. Alright, so we absolutely need to get this research done. 5 weeks. We need to get a deep deposit of coal going. Where's the deep deposit of food? Over there. Okay. Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting. We still need to get people housed. That's good. What do we need for the housing? We need 200 prefabs. Alright. So we absolutely need to get to 200 prefabs. Stuart, we see we're low on heat stamps. To prevent the city from grinding to a halt, the Legionnaires have come forward with a proposal, with a potential solution. The city is right-skinned, Stuart. No one's got any funds to go around, one leader says. We say our best bet is to pass mass-produced goods. This will help us generate income over time. No, we don't want to do that. I'm sorry, guys. We don't want to do that.
Any suspicious behavior to your local guard
We'll grant you an agenda. I shouldn't have done the agenda thing. Because I gotta pass weather adjusted shifts. Alright, let's get to 200 heat stamps. Get another housing district going. There we go.
The Research Institute has concluded its latest task and is ready.
Yeah. We'll get to them. Alright, you guys build that. Alright, the Research Institute. We need more Frostland teams. We need logistics bays. Yeah, Vanguard Logistics Bay. Give us that. So we also could use another hospital. You know, I can't believe I haven't researched any houses yet. Oh, yes. Oh, poops. And we gotta do this. Alright, that's all we need for that. But we need 100... Okay. Oh my god. So we gotta get to 100 prefabs here. Nothing lost. Stuart, our bio-waste hothouse has begun cooperating with people who forage for food additives in the Frostland. On top of their regular duties, they provide it with leaves, animal carcasses, and feces in order to enrich its compost. This will no doubt increase our food output. Ooh boy. Okay. Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. We're doing 100 plus 137 food. We can turn this off and continue to get oil. Oh, we've got 10 Frostland teams. What can we use the most? Yeah, deadly. Let's not go there. Deadly. Let's not go there. Everything is deadly. What's not deadly? Dangerous. Coal, though. Oh, but we can't go there. Oh, safe. Here we go. Food and cores. Alright, fine. Let's do it. Alright, so this is going to run out... Oh, in 45 weeks? Okay, we're good on that. We're good on that. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Adaptive pumps. There we go. We're out... we're out of coal. Oh. What am I doing? Okay, actually... First and foremost, let's get the deep melting drill. That'll get us back online. Angry machinists grow more radical. Stuart, the machinists have grown deeply unhappy with your rule. Community leaders now openly urge machinists to join the Legionnaires, arguing that as part of a radical organization, they will be better able to protect their interests. If nothing is done to address this situation, many angry machinists will join the Legionnaires and push for a faction to take action against you. They'll have 40 weeks to improve relations with the machinists. Or if we do this, they'll do it immediately. Yeah, we'd rather you not join them. Alright, let's improve relations with the machinists. So they want this. What could we do for you guys? It's all research. Damn, right? Heat homes. Let's do that. That'll make you guys happy. So they could still get it, but it's pretty bad. Alright, we're going to go to vote on this. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go.
Hear ye, the noes have it.
Nice. By 2 votes. By 2 votes. Wow. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Alright. So we need a deep deposit there. Stuart, you have been generous handing out promises to numerous groups. It's imperative you see those promises fulfilled in time, or you risk people losing trust in your word. Consider calling an emergency council session to try and push some matters through the council. Oh, man. Okay. Ah, okay. So we're back online. All right. There we go. So yeah, what is our generator taking right now? Oh yeah, we don't have the adaptive one. Okay. So we need to get to... Oh, we can do it now. Let's do it now. Let's just do it now. And then, let's frost break out to this. Alright, we need to get this online. Oh, and we need... Oh, we have the logistics bay. Okay. What's this? Installation that drills into deep deposits while simultaneously collecting excess steam and redirecting it back to the district. Hey, yeah, had to AFK for a bit. How are things going? Actually, I think, well, I don't want to say positive things. It's me knocking on some wood. We haven't died yet. That's what I'm going to say. We haven't died yet. Oh, yes. Okay, factories. That's the next thing. Oh, wait. Well, do we have promises? Do we have promises? No. Okay. So, let's do factories. Yeah, let's do the salvaging factory. We're hesitantly optimistic. Hesitantly. Yes. let's get this. Actually, let's take a save. This is a good save point to have. Preliminary triage ends, but disease is absent. Yes, okay. We need another prefab. But we're good for 54 weeks. We're good for 54 weeks. Okay. How much are we getting from this? 167. Damn. Alright. We've got our teams. Let's turn this on. Now, everything is deadly. So, can we afford... So we need 120 prefabs for that. Okay. Unfair democratic process. Oh my god, you guys whine and whine and whine. Stuart, representatives from the Legionnaires have arrived at your office with an official complaint. We know it's blatant manipulation, said one of them. What's the point of being granted an agenda if our propositions never pass? This process and the council are meaningless. They accuse the council of rigging votes to ensure their agenda is always blocked. I mean, you're kind of right about that. They are demanding that the next session be free of blatant manipulation and insist on a fair vote. The Legionnaires have been granted agenda many times, yet their propositions have repeatedly failed to pass. Delegates will not be allowed to speak a single word during granted sessions. Hey man, that's just democracy. Okay, so we need to make sure their voice is heard. Within 50 weeks, make sure the Legionnaires' vote passes. Okay. Your next one can pass. Manage democracy, that's right. That's basically what we've been doing. Although, oh, I have to use heat homes on the machinists. Oh, can we do... Okay, no, not yet. But we need to pass weather-adjusted shifts. So we'll do that. We also need to build another hospital. So this will get us there. Improve the... Oh, God. More population. What do we need to do to improve it? 300 heat stamps. Oh, my God. Yeah. Optional. Thank God it's optional. Okay.
Help us keep you warm. Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Okay. Requires 50 prefabs. There we go, 35 shelter. That's all we need right there. Okay, we got the salvaging factory. Our people now have what they need to tend to the sick and injured who arrive from the fallen city. So, alright. I'm going to knock on wood and take a save, because getting these 3 hospitals and getting that notice right there, this is farther than we've gotten before. I'm not going to say anything positive. I'm just saying that statistic. We really could use this. 90 and 180. I'm sorry, but we really need it. Need to get to 90 prefabs. Cutthroat economy. Stuart, now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the wealthiest. If these people were passed up, it's their own damn fault. They should put in the work instead of expecting the city to solve their problems, claimed the Proteans delegate. Others are more measured and say we could provide them with a weekly allowance. If we can't offer them work, we'll give them a budget. Up to them to use it wisely. No, we don't want to change it. We don't want to change it. So we'll do that. No, we need the salvaging factor. We need 90 prefabs. Stuart, the first incomers from the fallen city have told shocking tales about their experiences. It seems in their city's last days, leaders demanded overpopulation, or, geez, I can't read tonight. It seems in their city's last days, leaders determined overpopulation was to blame. They let people freeze or starve and neglected the ill in a twisted attempt to reduce their numbers. Outraged by this cruelty, our people have added to our mission a vow to avoid deaths and cure the ill. They've also floated ideas to help our incoming guests process their past trauma. Objectives to limit deaths and heal the sick and injured have been added. Alright. Yeah, our trust.
Our scouts have charted a new...
Alright, we have to pass weather-adjusted shifts. Oh, here we go. I think we can let this run. Hey, Santo. Hey there, Santos. Yes, you can vote. Please vote. Please. I could use some Twitch votes. It's opened up right now. Alright, I think we can let this one go with that. Well, we can't negotiate anyway. So here we go. We're going to vote. Hey, Santos, thank you for your vote. Thank you, thank you.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
The measure passes. Okay, so that one passed. We gotta use heat homes on the machinists.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Yeah, this will make them happy. Let's use heat homes. Keep the districts heated for 10 weeks. I think we can do this. Yeah, I know. I love that feature, right? It's such a cool feature they added in. This game is just the best. I just love this game. Use grant agenda. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Improve relations with the machinists to favorable. I think... Can we grant them an agenda to make them happy? Well, that didn't make them too happy. So we need to get to 150 prefab so we can get that. Excellent. Okay. So build us that. Oh, and we've got a ton here. Oh, but before we send them out, we wanted to build the survivalist headquarters. We need 46 more prefabs. We need to get to 60. Okay, so let's get to 60 prefabs.
Heat stamps are the only recognized form of payment.
Alright, so on Twitch you can do a poll on this one. Stuart, people are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. Some think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk, complained an angry trapper. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. Others argue for the exact opposite. We need to teach children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices, says an engineer. What should we do? Mandatory school no longer increases research speed, but it provides food. That's actually not so bad. Mandatory school increases research speed more. I don't know. What do we think on this one? Or keep a balanced one? Actually, I kind of feel like the survival training. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Alright, 60 prefabs. Actually, no, I forgot. What we really need, in order to get more prefabs, yes, is a salvaging factory. So we need to get to 90 prefabs. Yes. Alright.
The delegates have returned to the council and are ready to vote on the agenda.
Alright, the mass-produced goods. I don't want this one to pass. So, this one's going to be tough, though. The Lords, we want you to not vote. Vote is opened up on Twitch, though. Build a patrol watchtower. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. So, the max they can get to is 54. So I just need 3 people to go against it. I think we're going to let this one go to vote. I think we're going to let this one go. So, anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. We're going to go to vote here. So, going once. Going twice. There we go.
Hear ye, the delegates.
Okay, good. Oh, wait, whose vote was that, though? Was that the Legionnaires? I needed that one to pass. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay. So now, grant agenda. Yes. Okay. Oops. So the next one, we need the Legionnaires one to pass, because they're pissed. Stuart, with disease currently under control, more and more citizens resent being forced to wear unwarranted infectious badges. I've got the clap, but I ain't spreading that to no one just by breathing, complained one. But with this blasted thing pinned on, everyone runs at the sight of me like I'm a leper. Imagine that. That's the apocalypse right there, where you're like, damn it, people, I just have the clap. Having the clap is the best situation. That's healthcare in the United States right now. Damn it, I just have the clap. I don't have the measles or anything like that. It's just the clap. Don't worry. Oh man, everything sucks. Alright. Alright. Alright, so we're at the 3-hour mark. So we're going to take a quick break. Last break of the stream. Get a bathroom break, get a drink. Last drink of the night. And then we will be right back. Oh, we should pause the game, though. Oh, man. Oh, man, we got a lot of new incomers on this one. Hold on. So this was only the second group, and we're 113 settlers down. My God. Okay. Alright, we're going to take a break on this one for sure. Alright, so be back very, very quickly. Very quickly. Alright, and we're back. And we're back. Alright, let's unpause. Do not let too many people die after newcomers arrive. Yeah. This we failed before. Have less than 200 sick or injured. So we need to make sure people don't die, people don't get sick. We have the salvaging factory. Yeah, we need more research. We need more research. Yeah, we really need the we really need the housing block. I slept too long on this. Alright, we've got a... Ah, man, we've got a housing problem. We've got a real housing problem. Okay. So, we need to build another housing district. We don't have the prefabs for it. So we really need...
The steward is aware of widespread...
Deadly. Oh. Oh my god, this whole time. I'm so stupid, I forgot about this. A large transport sits in ice as clear as crystal. Its steel body is buckled on one side as though rammed by another machine. The engineer's door has a tarnished bronze plaque, number 298. The machine's dual-core design, tracks and propellers would have allowed it to travel across land and sea. The ice is thin enough for the scouts to break through and retrieve the machine's cores. Yes. Take those cores. Ooh. An abandoned research outpost lies under a massive snowdrift, its chimney poking through the snow. Inside, our scouts discovered a cache of tinned food from before the Great Frost. From before the Great Frost? Yikes. This is Frostpunk 2, not Frostpunk 1. They were pleased to report the food is both edible and tasty. I don't know. Especially the tinned peaches. Nah. A faded note was pinned to the door. They say the river might freeze early, so I've arranged for extra supplies. I hope you have as insightful a time here as I. Oops. Yeah, take that food. Oh. Cores and coal. Yes. Do it. Alright, so we have some food coming in. We have some cores coming in. Probably just in time. Oh no, my headphones are dying. Now, isn't there another... Yes, we have another one out here. Oh, nice. We can go... Yeah, just do that. Alright, so that'll get us that. Alright. Yes, so next vote, we need that to pass. We need to build a patrol watchtower. Excellent. Rallies begin collapsing. Oh, we've got the cores. Okay, we've got cores here. So, we need a deep melting drill here. Exactly what we need. Alright, we gotta make sure... What do they want? Supported quarantine. Ugh. Of course you guys gotta do shelter demand is increased. Alright, we'll open this up to Twitch. We need to make sure this passes. Alright, foragers, what do you want? A salvaging factory. We absolutely need that, so yeah. Actually, I think we're good on this. Alright, so anybody else on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. We're going to go to vote here. Going once. Going twice. Here we go. There we go.
Proposed law has been...
Oh, come on. That's still your attitude? After I did what you wanted? Stuart, the low temperatures in the work districts are taking a toll on our citizens. Even those working indoors are reporting frostbite and losing fingers. Wear gloves, says management. Well, have you ever tried doing precision welding while wearing gloves? Says a disgruntled worker. Bleeding tossers. What we need is warmth. We'll all keep dropping like flies. I can't promise to increase temperature. Oh, man. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. I think we can do it. I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. All right. So we're almost done there. 157 housing. This is nuts. Yeah, so we have to build more housing districts. What? I did exactly what you guys wanted. Oh, did I not? I think I failed at keeping their houses heated. Alright, we need to build another salvaging factory just to keep. Just to, in order to get the prefabs we need. All right. Oh yeah, and there's we need a lot of prefabs, man. We need a lot of prefabs. All right, we need to get to 90 prefabs.
Please exercise caution, even in quarantine. One illness does not make you invulnerable to others.
So let's see here. We only need 50 workforce, 50 prefabs, as opposed to 200 workforce, 200. Okay, yeah. But build a salvaging. Okay. I do need to now get to that salvaging factory. So we need 90 prefabs. Actually, this will help. Yeah. So demolish that. That'll give us our 90. Inside the box thinking. Stuart, a young architect, came to us with an idea. As we all know, our city lacks housing. What if I told you we could increase it without building any additional infrastructure? He proceeded to unfold a scrap of paper covered in sketches and calculations. I call them crate rooms. What do residents of dense housing blocks really need besides a place to lie down and sleep? With this design, we could provide shelter to way more people. Yeah, I mean, we really need this. Alright, let's get to 90 prefabs. Of course, we got to get to a colder season. Whoa, there we go.
Prepare
Alright, we'll get that going. So... Oh yeah, actually, the logistics bay, yes. Territory threat levels decreased. Let's do that. And then we can get to so many more places in the Frostland, and I think that will actually help us. Severe. Can we coordinate patient care? Forger's demands met. Thank you. Preliminary triage. Where's the other places that we had them? Yes. Preliminary triage. Does that help us?
Do not keep your frozen departed indoors.
Oh boy. Waning trust. Verge of failure. Oh my god. Of course, we're nearing the end of the stream tonight. Of course this is when it happens. It always happens like right near the end of the stream. It's insane. Okay. I mean, I get it. We need to get people housed. We have way too many people unhoused here. Let's get another dense housing block going. Good. You know, we could really use a heating hub. Let's do that. Right there. Oh, we got our thing. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot. We got this stuff here that we looked at. A large automation drifts through a grid of igloos. Our scouts expected to meet hundreds of residents, but the structures were all empty. The automation labors day and night. It refuels at a steam vent from a natural spring. Compacts ice and snow into bricks, refuels again, builds an igloo from the bricks, refuels again. It never stops. We'll never know who sent the machine here. We can either salvage its core or repurpose it to assist labor in Hamcut's Heights. No, take the core. Ooh, hell yeah. Shanties and furnaces still remain from when a community of hundreds supported these interconnected shafts along a deep coal vein. Yes, connect these trails. Connect them now. Alright, and now... anything for 15. No, alright. So I need to wait till that's all done. Oh, here we go. Oh, this has everything. Alright, launch an expedition. Alright, there we go. Alright, what could I do to make all of you happy? It seems like not much. Even the foragers, why are you guys upset with me? Like sardines. Stuart, despite putting a roof over more people's heads, it seems some are not too thrilled about living in crate rooms. We have numerous reports of people fighting over inches of space, trying to wrestle them from others. Vandalism is a growing concern. I can't stand sitting at home. It's like being buried alive. And to this, add to this the racket from the screaming brats above and the stink from that old hag's cooking next door. And it's a miracle I haven't wrung anybody's neck yet, said a frustrated resident. Man, okay. And yet, we still need to get more people housed. We need 100. Okay. We've got the disease to minor. Oh my god, we're on the verge, though, of people dying. Increased temperature level in all extraction and industrial districts to Chile. Really? Oops, I didn't want to do that. So where's the heating hub? Okay. Here we go. Build one right there. And we'll need to build one right there. Oh my god, more population. Alright, so we've got Chile, How do we only have cold? Why do I always click that button? I don't want to click that button. Is this guy, like, doing nothing? Alright. We need more housing blocks. We need to house more people. Okay, we're actually good on heating right now. What if we just... Ah, good. Okay. Now let's turn the overdrive off. Oh, I forgot to look at the delegates. Hey, Lauren. Hello, hello. Good day to you. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm in a stressful Frostpunk 2 here, but that's how it usually is. How are you doing? How are you doing? Doing okay, thanks. Frostpunk, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Yeah. You know, it's that game that makes you stress you know, here's the thing I always find. I'm being serious. Oh. Oh, sorry. I'm being serious. What's a 5-minute pitch? So this is Frostpunk 2. So the 5-minute pitch is basically the first game, Frostpunk 1, starts in the 19th century, so like mid to late 1800s. There's a massive global cooling, and so the whole world goes into a like a new ice age. Now, a lot of world governments saw this coming, and so they pre-built these generators around the world. And so Great Britain built a generator further north where there was more coal. And so Frostpunk 1 is about a very small scale city. You basically get a bunch of survivors to this generator. You turn the generator on, and the game is about building a city around it to kind of keep humanity going around this thing that's going to keep everything heated. And then this game, Frostpunk 2, is about how that initial city survived, and when you start this game, you have like a central district, which is basically like the city from the first game, and now you have to expand the city and build districts around it. So the basic 5-minute pitch is the world has reached a new ice age, and you have to build a city and develop resources and stuff in order to survive. And the basic idea of the game is you're always in crisis. If you ever reach a point where you're like, all right, I've got everything situated, I think I'm good, that's when you know you're about to get hit with something like seriously bad. Oh, cool! Like a city builder in an ice age mixed with factory mechanics. Yes, and add on to that, constant crisis. That's what this game does. You're in constant crisis. So it's a city builder in an ice age mixed with factory mechanics in crisis. It is definitely wicked. It is so wicked. What's kind of cool about it is between Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2, they are two very different games. So this is Frostpunk 2. When they released this game, it got kind of mixed reviews when it was released. It's not that old. It was just released in November last year. Do I need to play? No. So you don't need to play 1 to enjoy 2. I would say this. I think they did a very good job at this dynamic. Frostpunk 2 definitely continues on the lore and kind of the story of Frostpunk 1. But as a game, Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2 are entirely different games. Frostpunk 1 is very small scale. If you play it, you can see that, like, you can see your individual people walking around the city. And so it's about building like a tent here and a tent there and stuff like that. Whereas Frostpunk 2 is a much larger scale game. This game, I think Frostpunk 2 is more like a city builder in the sense that you're building districts here and there. So I don't think you need one to enjoy the other. But the lore and the world of the game is actually like really cool. So playing with both is very good. But yeah, unfortunately, this game suffered some mixed reviews at the beginning because I think everybody was looking for Frostpunk 1 just redone with better graphics. And I think to the developers' credit, they didn't want to do that, and they made an entirely new game. And it's really good. And very difficult, as you can see. I've failed here. And it never fails. I don't understand this. Every Friday night Frostpunk, I always fail right at the end of the stream. I don't know why it works out that way. I always fail right at the end. Oh yeah, people get comfortable in what they know, but as an outsider, this sounds fun. It is so much fun. I highly recommend it. I will say this: if you have like a PS5 or an Xbox, you can get Frostpunk 1 on like the PlayStation Network or the Xbox Game Pass. So you can play Frostpunk 1 for free. That's how I played Frostpunk 1. I found it on the PlayStation Network, and I was just like, oh, let's try this out, and then fell in love with it. Frostpunk 2 is not on console yet. It's a big thing because they were supposed to release it on console this summer. They've released a coming soon page on consoles, but it's not coming. They don't have a date yet. I'm a PC person myself, so I'll just add 2 to my wish list and wait for the sale. Yeah. Wait, is it on sale right now? It might be. It might be. And if you're a PC person, if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can get Frostpunk 1 on your PC that way, if you have the PC Pass. But Frostpunk 2 might be on sale. Who knows? I highly recommend it. I love this game. I love this game, despite the fact that I fail every week. It's a big change from going during the week when I go from Victoria 3, a game that I'm very comfortable with and can do well in, to Frostpunk. Every Friday I like to end my week on Frostpunk 2. After doing Victoria 3 throughout the week, I like to end my week on Frostpunk 2, where I get my ass kicked by a game that I fail at. That's basically what I do. But yeah, unfortunately, we're at the end of the stream here. I feel bad because you just joined. You just joined us. I'd love to show you more Frostpunk 2, but that's all the time. That's all the time that I have. But I do feel like I have a raid I'm gonna do on a friend's stream here, who's doing some Project Zombieland. Somebody named Sneaky Spudsworth. So, anybody who's on YouTube, this is gonna be good night. Oh yeah. No problem. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Anybody on YouTube, that'll be a good night. Anybody on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna raid Sneaky Spudworth and see what's going on with him with Project Zombieland. Lauren, stick around or have a good night. But I appreciate it. I love talking about Frostpunk. So it was a good. Thank you for adding a good end to the stream here. But yeah, as always, have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. I'll be back on Monday. So Mondays are my 2-session day for Victoria 3. So I'll have one in the early afternoon, and then another Victoria 3 session at night. So my next time I'm on will be Monday at 10:30 Eastern. So whatever time that is for you. Other than that, have a good rest of your weekend and be awesome. Stick around for the raid, Twitchers.
to the mechanics shop that we were holed up at. Yep, there's the police station. Holy shit.